people next to me are looking at me because, you know, I got a tennis ball painted 918. What is going on, Cupbangers? Today's March the 10th, 2016. I'm Alejandro, and let's talk about cars, yo. Hit it, Pedro. My dear Cupbangers, in today's episode, let's talk about the goddamn brand new Ford GT that's about to come out. Why? Because, God, it looks tasty, it looks delicious, and I want it. So today we're going to talk about a little bit about the car, but most importantly, we're going to talk about the myth that's going around, the story that's making headlines. What exactly do you need to be qualified to get a Ford GT, a brand new Ford GT? And I believe I have the answers. I, however, don't believe that everything is true because it wouldn't make sense. Let me go through them and then we'll go about our day however we want to go about it. How about that? So number one, I'm parking right here so that you can see all the people and how they look at me because I'm just fucking out of my mind here. So number one, Ford is going to make you sign an agreement saying you cannot flip the car. So they're not looking for car flippers. Easy and very understandable. That means they'll put a contract in front of you and say, you know, if you try to flip the car, we'll blacklist you, or probably there's going to be some fines, don't get it out of the country, blah, blah, blah. Understandable? Check. I'm willing to do that. Number two, they want someone that will drive the car and be seen around driving the car. I don't know who qualifies for that, but I'm sure a few people will. They want their brand to go around, and you want people to be driving these cars. Within the old Ford GT, even though they didn't make that limited of a number, you don't really see them driving around. A lot of people that bought them are just collecting them. And personally, that's sad. It's amazing for those people that want to do it, and, you know, instead of buying paintings, and I'm sure they already have like all the Picassos in the world, they go and buy these cars and store them. Understandable, but Ford's not really looking for those clients now. Now, three, they want someone that has a big social media presence too. That will help get you a car allocated. Why, you would ask? Well, Ford wants to make publicity. Ford wants everyone to see us driving around their cars like people see us driving around the Pagani, the 918s, the Koenigsegg's, whatever crazy car. Why? It's good. It makes other people want the car. I totally understand Ford. I 100% understand. And then, last but not least, they're saying that you have to have a Ford history. What does that mean? If you had a Ford GT, the old Ford GT, you get placed higher on the list. Now, I'm not entirely sure that's true because a lot of people had the car, some others don't, some others sold. That opens the door for 4,000 people that have the car, right? For a car that they're rumoring that it's going to be only between 100 and 400 units that they're going to produce, which would be epic if they do for real. But what the fuck does that mean? Do I need to have like 90 Raptors so that Ford can consider me? Funny story, when I went to put my deposit on the Galpin rocket, no comment. I told the guy who I was getting the car from, I said, hey, I'd be very interested in buying the new Ford GT. Can you hold me a spot? I've never seen anyone laugh in my face about a Ford like, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Who the fuck is qualified to get these cars? Seriously. I mean, I hear everything I just said, and that makes sense. But also, it's not fair for those people that like to collect the cars, because there's a lot of them that don't have a big Instagram page and they are more of a private owner collector type of person. So are you going to really shrug those people away? I don't think so, Ford. It's also not fair that just because some moron has like an Instagram account or a YouTube channel, you're going to give him the car instead of those guys. And another point is, Ford wants to know what cars you own. They want to know the history of your garage. They want to know how long have you held the cars, what's sitting right now in your garage. Even the ambulance was looking at the acid green. So along with your application, you need to send them a list of all of your cars. I think that's interesting. Now, all these things combined make up for a weird stew of it doesn't make any fucking sense. Do you just want like 20 to 30-year-olds that have big Instagram accounts to buy your cars? I don't think so. I think they're going to do a mix and match. I'm here to tell you guys that I don't think this is a real list that Ford's putting together or that anyone's putting together. Although I got hit up by a source very close to Ford before the whole rumor started and everything, telling me they might be able to get me an allocation because those were the requirements, and I kind of checked them all. Oh, look at me. I check all the requirements for the first time in my fucking life. Not even when I was applying for college, which, by the way, I did not go to college. Yeah, Ford, if you're planning on doing that, that's great, but I don't think that's going to be the case. That's what I'm telling everyone. Now, what's so special about this car? Why is everyone going crazy about it? People don't realize that this car is really putting Ford back to when they started competing in Le Mans. They're not going back so that you can buy another car that's limited edition and fuck it, there's no purpose to the car. They want to win races with this car. So the old Ford GT, like the one I had, that one was more of an homage to the old one. The reason why they made that was just like, you know, out of sentimental value. The car never broke any records. The car never did anything crazy to be as a standalone legend. Even though the car is amazing, and I've said it a million times, I absolutely love that Ford GT, but it was not a car that was groundbreaking at any sort. I think it's a great collectibles car right now. I think if you're gonna buy one and keep it and drive it, you're never gonna lose money on that car. It's a great buy. But that's not what Ford wanted to go with this one. Now, people are complaining because they're changing stuff. They're not doing the same massive V8 engine that they're putting in the other cars. They're not going with the big muscle car theme. They're going with an EcoBoost 6-cylinder engine. And people are bitching about it. Everyone's like, oh, so you care so much about the engine, but you really don't on the Ford GT. Then what? Why do you care about naturally aspirated cars? Well, I think we cannot bag on Ford's effort or Ford's idea until we drive the car. Because what if the engine is really as good as they say? What if the car is really epic and it destroys everything around? And to be honest with you, there's a couple of videos of the car being turned on and moved around. It kind of sounds like a Koenigsegg, which is cool. I think that's really, really cool. So that's what Ford's going with this car. How limited are they talking about production? Some people will tell you 100 cars. Some people will tell you 400 cars. Some people will tell you 900 cars. Either way, under 1,000, he's going to put this car at a very, very good spot. Value-wise and interest-wise from everyone. That guy just blew through a red light. Good for us. So that's why everyone's going nuts about this car. They want to be a part of Ford history. There's a chance that Ford can fuck up and the car is not going to really work at all the way they think it's going to work. But there's another good chance that it will. And I am one of those people saying, I think that they will make it work 100%. So that's where my money's at on that. Do I want a Ford GT? Yes. I just went to Geneva and saw it in person again, even though I've seen the yellow one and the white one now. Oh my God, the car really reminds me a lot inside of the Aventador. If they made like an Aventador SV, if that makes any sense. That's kind of like the feel that I got. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the interior that's going to make it all the way to production, but holy shit, all of the plastic parts are gone. Ford's putting carbon fiber in their car. That's a big yes. That's a huge yes to me. Carbon fiber on the car. The looks, I mean, the car looks like it was designed, and it was probably designed in a wind tunnel, right? Every single bit of aero. I mean, the car is just made to destroy the air, swallow it and fart it out. And that's awesome. The way it looks, the idea of how it's going to drive and how capable the car will be, it's another big plus for me. And obviously the rarity. Do I want one? Fuck yeah, Ford. Holla at your boy if you're interested in selling a car to a Mexican guy. Why not? Why not? Am I making this video to get that car? No. I've seen a couple people making a post to get the car. I really just want to clear the air. I want to know if they're for real with this or not, because I don't think they are. I think some of us will qualify based on those, but not everyone's going to be looking at that car and saying, well, if you don't have 800,000 followers on Instagram, which who the fuck does aside from Shmi, you're not getting the car. I don't see them denying a big collector the car just based on that. So all we know is that there's a lot of hype behind the car. All I know is that I really want one so bad. And all I know is that this 918 puts a massive smile on my face. That has nothing to do with this video, but I thought I'd share that with you. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's a real thing, those 4 requirements that Ford's asking for, or not really? Do you think what I think, which is those requirements might be real for the case of a few people, because they do want the car to be shown and then go about it like the whatever way that they always do? Please let me know your thoughts, Cupbangers. And if you know anyone at Ford, please, I'm also going to use this as a tool for someone to connect me with Ford for real. Don't have an uncle that knows a cousin that does something. Please. I don't want to waste your time, guys. But thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. The Penis Point Collector, or the Penis Point Reward System is coming, fellas. I'm very, very excited. I know I haven't been throwing a lot of penis points your way, but it's because now they're going to have a value. So I don't want to start throwing like amounts and then be sued for it. So yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, fellas, thank you so very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. But most importantly, thank you for chilling with me in the car. Have a good one. Take it easy.